This is my story of how I found the secret. Um, Actually started in 2004 when I hit rock bottom, and rock bottom wasn't yet, but I was starting to question everything in my life in 2004. Nothing was adding up anymore. It just felt like nothing made sense. I was surrounded by a Christian community. I grew up in a Christian home, and I don't know. It was like something I couldn't put a finger on, but it was deep in me. There was just something not right. And I had a lot of friends. We would hang out and do stuff all the time. It was my college years. Everything seemed peachy. And I don't even know where it started, what month or whatever, but I knew it was 2004. And it was just it almost felt like it was overnight. I don't know. I really can't tell, but I know just the year it started. And I just started spring cleaning. I needed answers, and I could not figure out where to get those answers. And it took me so I was living with a couple guys in a house. One of the guys owned the house, and he had two renters. I was one of the renters, and I remember after leaving there, I was in no contract, and I remember I needed to be independent. I was looking for answers. It was a tough time. It was a definitely tough time in life. So I got a little studio, a tiny, tiny studio, like a closet studio. And I just started living my life on my terms. I wanted nobody to give me a crutch or anything. I needed to find my answers. And it took me 2 years. 2004 went by. 2005 went by. 2006. Actually, when I started searching for answers, I was actually living with my grandma at the time. And then in the middle of those 2 years, around 2005, I then moved to live with that guy. And then, he and another renter, which was a friend of mine. And then we lived with him for a time, I don't know, a few months. Maybe it was 6 months. I can't recall. Not very long. I lived in the basement for like 6 months. And then after that, I got my studio. And then right before I got my answer in 2006, I reached rock bottom. I was low, like really, really low. Dark. That was even the song, even any type of uplifting songs I could play to this day that I played in 2006 makes me feel a little queasy because of how depressed I was. It was a scary time. That's for sure. It was definitely a scary time in my life because I could not. I was on my journey of 2 years of searching for answers, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. It's like I almost don't know if I could have made it another year living. It was tough. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, summer of '06, I was on MySpace. There was no Facebook yet. There was Facebook, but it wasn't the way it was now. It was just, a few people had Facebook. The masses were on MySpace. And somebody spammed me. They sent me something. It was a trailer to a movie. And I watched 2 trailers that was a part of that movie that was about to come out. I think that it was getting ready. It was supposed to come out. Was it late '06 or maybe it was early '07? And that movie was The Secret. And I hadn't even watched the movie yet. I don't even know what the movie was about. And the trailers, the two trailers, I watched those two trailers for many months. And it's like I found my answer just from watching two trailers, and I watched them over and over again. They brought me to tears. They gave me hope. Like I knew it. I knew at that moment that that's exactly what I was looking for. For 2 years, the answer I was looking for was in those trailers, and I still didn't even know what they consisted of. I knew in my heart this was it. The Secret was it. I found it. I found what I was searching for, and I found the truth. And my life literally changed in an instant from watching one trailer. Because my soul was attracting the movie The Secret since 2004, and it didn't even exist until summer of 2006. I know I was attracting that kind of hidden knowledge, and I wasn't gonna give up. It brought me to the depths of darkness, man. And when I watch, I still have those two trailers on my computer. You can find them on YouTube, and they are glorious. It was awesome. And then when I got my hands on the movie, unbelievable. And then they're like digging, and they keep going on The Secret. Like, what is The Secret? The Secret's talking about The Secret. And then I was introduced to the law of attraction. And then in that time, I was making big decisions. And then I'm like, oh man, it's time for me to make some big moves. And I was still in rough shape. And out of all that, we're going early 2007. And all of a sudden, I'm coming up with these plans to move to San Diego. And I move. I get in my car. I pack my car up. Now, I don't know if I watched the movie The Secret in Minnesota yet or not. I can't recall the timeline. I can't remember. I think I made it all the way to San Diego with just the hope of two trailers. That's how crazy this is. I don't know. I can't recall when I watched that movie. But I knew I was onto something massive. But when I got my hands on that movie, oh my gosh, I was in awe. I was absolutely in awe. It's like everything became revealed to me in an instant. And then when I found out that the law of attraction was behind The Secret, and oh my gosh. So there you go. Like, I'm in the middle of getting ready to leave my little studio, pack my little 97 Pontiac Bonneville to the brim with all the stuff that means everything to me, and I'm about to take off and drive through the Rocky Mountains all by myself to find a new place to put my stake in the ground and to start a new life. It was crazy. And I drove out there all by myself with a new hope. I felt totally changed. And I'm starting, and I think I kept watching that movie. When I got out to San Diego, I was living with relatives, and I was hungry. I was hungry for knowledge. Once I found out the law of attraction was based on The Secret, I wanted more and more. I wanted to understand the law of attraction. It was tough. I didn't grow up with this knowledge. It was tough. So I kept getting better at it. And I tried to keep understanding how the law of attraction works. And then I wanted to know everybody who was on the movie The Secret. Everybody that was a part of that movie. It was crazy. Everybody on that movie had successful careers in companies. And so just to dig into everybody that was on there was an ordeal. That took years, absolute years of awareness and expansion and knowledge and growth in living. Now I'm not living in the Midwest anymore. I'm living in San Diego at a relative's house, diving deep into personal growth and law of attraction, and it was so awesome. I felt like that was my education. It was so awesome. 2007, March of 2007, it totally changed my life. I was absolutely living the life of my dreams, digging into this knowledge and feeling totally alive. It was incredible. So that's my perspective of The Secret, because it meant so much to me, because I dug so deep into trying to find this secret. It was unbelievable. And that going forward after 2007, 2008, I mean, I just kept digging and digging into everybody who was on that movie. Bob Proctor, Abraham Hicks, Joe Vitale, Wallace D. Wattles. Who else stands out? There's so many people on that movie that absolutely changed my life. And then it was just another level of expansion after digging into all those people. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Oh my goodness, it's just incredible. Everything that happened back then has totally, to this day, still to this day, has completely altered the direction of my life and what I'm focusing on and how I study every single day. It's just awesome, and how it transforms everything that you are as a person. Even if you can't share this stuff to some people because they don't get it. But it has totally changed my life. Totally. It's just been incredible. And here's the cool thing. I've been studying the law of attraction and The Secret, and everybody. My main master teacher is Bob Proctor, Wallace D. Wattles, Abraham Hicks. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better and better. It's 2020 now. I've been studying this stuff since 2006, 2007, and I feel like the cool thing about this hidden knowledge is that I feel like I'm just warming up. That's what's so cool. It doesn't get worn out and old and outdated as time goes on. It just gets better and better and better. So, I don't know what else to cover. That is my 2004 story, discovering The Secret, the law of attraction. I was hungry. I was in desperation. I was depressed. And I was digging for this knowledge for 2 years. So 2006 is a big turning point for my life. So, yeah, I hope this helps somebody, and I hope this video is not too long. I can load it onto YouTube or Instagram, because it probably is really long by now. That is my 2004 story. It just keeps getting better and better. Dig into everybody who stands out, that's been on the movie The Secret. There's a new one now coming out in 2020. That's another, I can't remember, Dare to Dream, is that what it's called? I can't remember, but I saw the trailer. Looks awesome. Kind of has a Hollywood twist to it. And watch the original The Secret and dig into Conversations with God with Neale Donald Walsch. Oh my gosh, all of those books. It's just incredible. I know I'm missing a lot of people, because there was a lot of really good people on that movie. And there's still a lot of really good people in the personal growth industry that was never on that movie, The Secret. But that is my anchor. The Secret is the center of my universe. So that's kind of where that's my foundation. It has just altered my life, and if you guys have any questions, guys, gals, people, if you have any questions about my story and anything that I'm missing, I will gladly talk about it, because this is the depths of my soul, this story. And I've been wanting to tell this story for a very long time. So, God bless you all, and find your truth. That's all I can say is find your truth and don't give up. Don't give up. All right, good night.